Welcome to the Thicc Spooky Ghouls Podcast, where we discuss all things strange, paranormal, and unexplained.
These episodes are live recorded on Twitch and cut to fit Spotify's format. If you want to catch us live, we do our podcast once a month on Twitch.
Welcome back, everybody. Hi. Welcome back. We're happy to have you guys back. I hope you guys enjoyed our guest topic. They talked about the SWs. We're not going to say it again. We said it a numerous amount of times in the last part, but you know, it is what it is. We are going to be joining them back in the chat. Let's go ahead and say hi to Otaku and my lovely Daku Meso Thorny. Let me go ahead and get us over there. Hi, we're back. Is our Otaku back? Otaku?
Hi! Oh my god, my bad.
There she is.
I zoomed out.
Hi. It was just like, Otaku, are you back? Did I start too soon? But yeah, so I guess it's my turn, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
All
go ahead,
right.
take the spotlight, girl.
Bring us into the sass zone.
All right, you guys, are you ready? It's a me time here, right, my lovely Sasquatch, and I'm so excited to talk about this. We've actually covered Bigfoots in this channel. We have covered the Yeren, which is a Chinese Bigfoot story, the Chinese folklore. Then we covered Momo, which was is that the Missouri Monster? Or is it Missouri Monster? I think like that. Momo was the Missouri Monster.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so Momo was the Missouri Monster, and that was covered by Baguette. And then I talked about the Minnesota Iceman. So that was like that. I think that was that episode 4? Was that episode 4? What episode did we have the?
Gosh.
Go take a look.
Oh man.
I think it's episode 4. Hold on. I have a little cheat
If I say, oh, I'm gonna have to pull that up because boy howdy.
Hold on. I think I'll be able to do it if I can just pull up my flyers. If I pull up my flyers, it will tell me. Hold on. It was. Oh nope, it doesn't tell me. I think it's episode 4. I don't know. Hold on. What episode is it, you guys? Oh dear. Oh there it is. We covered that on episode 4. I was right, episode 4. Okay, and we covered.
Nice. Look at you
Yeren.
with your freaking memory.
Yeah, that I had to work there. And so we've talked about it before, and it's very, very interesting because Bigfoot, I actually believe that they were like that Sasquatch was what the hairy beasts are called, but apparently those are called Bigfoot. And this particular one, which is Washington, is the Sasquatch. So we're gonna be talking about the Sasquatch. But before we've talked about different versions of Bigfoot from different parts of the world. But yeah, we've covered it before, and I'm really excited to cover it. And man, I'm so excited to talk about this. I don't even know, like, if you guys can tell, I wear a lot of Bigfoot shirts in this channel. Like, if you've seen our previous episodes, I've worn a lot of these Bigfoots. And I just talked about the Batsquatch in episode 23. And in episode 23, of course, I brought up the Bigfoot. So we have Batsquatch. So we've got all our Sasquatches being placed into the bet here. And they were actually believed to be ancient, like the Bigfoots. Before we talked about Sasquatch, I'm going to just touch up a little bit on Bigfoots. So they were actually, so people believe that Bigfoot are ancient beings who have always existed and were a migratory species, and they traveled all over the land, and they existed before, before we oh my god, why can't I remember it? When everything was one island. It starts with a P.
Oh, Pangea.
Yeah, so we talked about Pangea, how it was all connected, and they're like, when we talked about the sacred mountains, we talked about how it's interesting that our mountains were in the same side of the earth before the earth started to split apart, right? And so it is believed that they were a migratory species that would go from one area to another area based on, their migration cycle. And that's why they believe that there's so much evidence and so much folklore and so much history of different types of Bigfoots all around the world. And they believe it's because they were ancient beings that were here and they migrated constantly. And eventually, like when they started to get settled in, they would leave different pods behind, and then that's how they became their own separate things. So that's just Bigfoots in general. That's the theory, at least some theories. Not all theories are like that, but that's one of the theories. And there's like, it's interesting because if you really think about it, there is evidence of Bigfoot legends all around the world. All, not even around the world, like around the world, but also all around the United States. There is some kind of Bigfoot Sasquatch in different parts. So it's just crazy. And so I personally feel like that makes it so that they're a little bit like, of all the cryptids and all the things we've talked about, I feel like they're very, very, very likely to be real and exist. It's because of the fact that there's just so much evidence all around the world about them. But today we're going to focus specifically on Washington's very, very own, the Bigfoot, aka Sasquatch. And it's probably the most popular of the Bigfoot like legends that's been talked about. At least here in America, it's like one of the more popular ones. Everyone knows Bigfoot, you know?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the like you said, like the Sasquatch, the Bigfoot, the Yeti, they're literally all the same type of creature, and it's all over the world. Like, it's crazy how widespread that is.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And we have our very own Sasquatch in Ireland too. Our sassiest of the Squatches.
Yeah, we do.
Our sassiest of the Squatches.
Yeah, we do.
Squatch. I'm gonna give him a quick shout out because I need to give my sassy Squatch a shout out. I love you, baby. Our favorite Sasquatch, our best friend Sasquatch. Everybody loves our Sasquatch. He's our
love you,
Sasquatch.
Sassy. We love you.
We love you.
Yes.
Love you.
And I'm so excited to have you as a guest next month. Next month we got Sassy back. So.
Ooh, fun.
Sorry. So there are actually stories about Bigfoot all around the world, and many indigenous tribes across the United States have stories of mysterious hair-covered creatures living in the forest. So like I said, it's not just in the world that we have different stories of like the hairy man-like creature, you know, it's all over the world. And on top of that, there's a lot of them here in the United States from different tribes. They have their own legends about the Bigfoot, you know, like about the I'm gonna fuck this up, you guys. I'm gonna be fucking up some.
You found this over.
I'm so sorry, you guys. Oh, please don't hate me.
Don't be sorry.
The Yokuts. The Yokuts tribe had over have like a 1,000-year-old glyph of a giant hairy man, which can be found in a place called Painted Rock. And according to the Tulare County Board of Education, in 1975, this was a report, Bigfoot, the hairy man, was a creature that was like a great big giant with long shaggy hair. His long shaggy hair made him look like a big animal. He was good in a way because he ate the animals that might harm people. So that's like a thing that mentions about that. But there is like this this is one of the pictures I was supposed to get and I didn't get, but I'll find it later. But there's unless you can find it for me, baby. It's and just look for the Bigfoot glyph painted rock. Bigfoot glyph painted rock, if you can send that to me. I'll show that later. Sorry, you guys. And so the Yokuts parents would actually tell their children stories about the hairy man and to avoid being by the river at nighttime because they might encounter the Bigfoot. So Bigfoot was told as a story from parents to kids saying, hey, when it comes late, do not be out and about, do not be by the water because there's this wild man that comes out and you should stay out of his way kind of thing, you know? And they wouldn't say that he's a bad guy or an evil man. He was just like, they just would avoid him because he takes care of the bad things that could harm them, but they also but you know, so like if he minds his own unless you bother him, so that it's basically them to, they never made him a bad guy in the stories, but they made him as like a warning and to avoid the space and let him have his space kind of thing. So there's stories of that. So, and then even in the 16th century, Spanish explorers told stories of the Los Vigilantes Oscuros, or the Dark Watchers, large creatures alleged to stalk their camps at night. So that's in 16th century. And then in 1823, the European kids have records of stories that they heard about what they called and spelled as Tulikala, which is actually called Sulkalu. And it's the Cherokee would talk about the Sulkalu, who were described as slant-eyed giants. The residents in the Appalachians Mount. These are they're slant-eyed giants that resided in the Appalachian Mountains. And the Sulkalu played the role of the great lord of game, and as such, it's frequently invoked when they do their hunting rites or rituals. They will evoke it, they will have an evoke of Sulkalu because he is the great lord of the game. So they frequently evoke it during hunting rituals. So that's in the Cherokee. And then there's the Lumi Nation, and they tell stories about the creature known as the Semequis. Stories of the Semequis are very similar to other tribe stories of ancient hairy creatures, but there are some tribes that see Bigfoot as more of a monster and more aggressive. So there's some tribes that believe he's aggressive, and there's some tribes that believe he's, a shy giant.
Like a guardian.
Yeah. And then the Iroquois tell of an aggressive hair-covered giant with rock-hard skin known as the Otneyar, or Otneyarhe, or the stone giant, more commonly referred to as the Genesequa, I think. Genesequa? I think that's what that says. I don't know. Genosqua. You know what?
Genosqua. That sounds Sasquatchy.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I told you guys that. I'm sorry to the indigenous people that are listening to this, that are just like, you're butchering everything. I'm so sorry.
Especially me, I probably offended so many people with my pronunciation of things.
I'm sorry.
You know what? That's just part of us at this point.
My cheeks.
Also, I think I found a few different pictures. Wasn't sure which one it is. I put it in our podcast, the current Discord chat for you.
Yes.
Not sure which one it was, but I'm hoping I found one of the right ones.
Is that that looks like it. Okay, that looks like it. Okay, all right. Sorry, guys. I'll probably grab a picture reference while we're talking, because I feel really bad about it. So that was the Iroquois. So there's a lot of, these are just a few of the stories that we have gathered from the indigenous tribes. There's a lot more, but those were a few of the honorable mentions. And do you know why? Okay, so do you know how we came to know the Bigfoots as Sasquatch? Like the name Sasquatch. How did we start calling him Sasquatch? Okay, so the name Sasquatch is actually derived from a mispronunciation of the Salish word Sesquet, which is Sesquet, and it means wild man. And so because of the butchering and everything else, it went from Sesquet. I can't even say it. I think it's Sesquet, something like that. Sesquet. I can't say it, but it ended up becoming Sasquatch because of the butchering of it. And that's how he became known as Sasquatch. So I thought that was like a funny little, why, that.
No, I love that.
Yeah, but it's derived from a Salish word meaning wild man. And wild man. And I think
it's funny how a mispronunciation just took over.
Right?
No,
it's just how everybody pronounces it, and it's how the storytellers pronounce it, so that's how everybody else learned it. So then it became the way you say it, because that's what you were told.
They said, screw it, that's what it's called now.
Kind of like people call it the Eye of Ra, but apparently it's pronounced Eye of Ray. Like, it's R-A, it's Ray, not Ra.
Didn't know that either.
And for me, I would say Bastet, but it's actually just Bast. But because of the way hieroglyphs are, And how
Right.
we translated it, they added the ET when it's not pronounced in the way it's supposed to be, so it's just Boss. But because the way they broke down the hieroglyphs and translated it, it said Bosset.
It looks like Bassett, yeah.
Bosset, but it's actually Boss. So, you know.
Interesting.
And so,
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
yeah. So now that now that I've mentioned some of the things, there is a lot of information on the record about Bigfoot all around the United States, but we're going to focus on Washington for this one because we want to talk about the Sasquatch. And so, who or what is Sasquatch, aka Bigfoot? Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, is a hairy ancient being. It's said to be a bipedal, ape-like creature, and he can be between 6 to 15 feet tall. And then the fur colors usually range between black, dark brown, or reddish brown. So it's like the earthy tones to kind of blend in with the forest. And so they have like fur that matches the environment. And then their eyes are often described to be yellow. Some would say that they're red, but most people would say they're yellow, which I find very intriguing and very interesting because I can visualize it very easily. And it would be like normal. Like, yeah, that would make sense. And it's that they have like very human-like faces, but despite them having human-like faces, their body is very much ape-like. And then on top of that,
Right.
they have longer arms. Like they have longer arms, so more like a monkey than like how short our little our arms are. So they usually have elongated arms as well. And
Which is very ape-like in itself, right?
yeah,
Very,
and they
very much so.
and they stand up. Like when they walk, they're kind of like hunched, but they're standing and they walk like a human as well. And a common descriptor for people that have had sightings is they mentioned is the smell. The term that says you can smell them before you see them is because
I've seen that
apparently
before.
Sasquatch are very, very stinky. And there are many reports that
Stinky
the Bigfoot
boy.
is but aside from them being stinky boys, it's often reported that they're actually really shy. They're harmless creatures somewhat if you leave them alone. And even though they look super intimidating and their stature just shows like how like and then they like and how strong they are, they're really like gentle giants, you know what I mean? And like if you don't give them a reason, they mind their own, but apparently they're really shy.
Right.
But despite how strong they are, because people often mention how strong they are, because Sasquatches or Bigfoot can break trees with their bare hands. They can literally break the trees with their bare hands. And it's crazy just the strength it would take for you to just like take a tree and because they go through the forest.
Snap it.
Yeah, it's insane.
Right.
So just the strength is crazy. And
I struggle with just like a thick branch. I'm like, like SpongeBob, just trying to lift up those 2 marshmallows. I can't imagine.
But yeah, so like they're apparently very much gentle giants or more like teddy bears. But yeah, they like to be left alone. They're shy and they're mostly harmless unless threatened. But they look so big and scary that people often like judge them, So
You know how you said that
Right.
they're sorry. You know how you said that they're stinky boys?
Mhm.
They are stinky boys, especially skunk apes.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
Which
probably.
are all
Yep.
Bigfoot. But they
So
mainly inhabit swamps.
I think they call them. I don't know if skunk apes are the same as the swamp. There's swamp apes too. Like I don't know if that's the same one or not. But
I don't know. I'll have to look it up. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
so many different kinds of stinky sassies.
Stinky sassies. Our
Little
sassy
stinky
smells like sassy smells like cotton candy.
Yeah, he's a better kind of stinky. It's a good kind of
sassy smells like cotton candy. So, North American settlers have been reporting sightings of Sasquatch, aka Bigfoot, as early as the 1800s, and still to this day. We still have records of people seeing Sasquatches to this day, and they have also had lots of findings of photos, footprints, and video evidence of the existence of them. And despite having so much, there's of course a lot of hoaxes also connected to Bigfoot. So
Absolutely, yeah.
He is a powerhouse. Everybody wants a piece of it. I mean,
It draws a lot of media attention every time, too.
Oh yeah. People, everybody wants to be a part of the Sasquatch story.
Yep.
And then in 1840, Reverend Elkanah Walker, a Protestant missionary, recorded stories of a giant among the natives living near Spokane, Washington. These giants were said to live on and around the peaks of nearby mountains, and they believe that they steal the fish from fishermen's nets. So they harass the fishermen by stealing their catch.
Right. They come back and it's just, damn Sasquatch stole my fish again.
Yeah, so there was a lot of recording complaints of giants stealing their food around the Spokane, Washington area. So that was in the 1840s. In 1929, there was a man named John Walter Burns. He was a teacher that taught up in the mountains in the Chehalis, I think it's Chehalis Indian Reservation. Chehalis? It's
Chihuahua?
Chehalis. I'm sorry, Chileas.
Chihuahuas.
I'm sorry. Oh my god, I feel like
I've passed the curse.
Okay,
I've passed it to you.
His students would tell him stories of a strange giant that lurks in the forest, and it was there's stories of it from the local tribe generations. And then the elders told him eventually, once they've gained trust, that they were just like, before they gained his trust, they were like, oh, they were just stories to scare the children, to bring fear the children. And because they were afraid of opening up to this white man who's teaching their school, like they don't really want to tell him
completely fair.
You know what I mean? But
absolutely.
After some time, he gained them some trust, and one of the elders that he had like a good bond with actually confessed that the stories about the giant creature was actually very real, and that he himself had seen this creature with he's seen this own creature, and they saw this creature destroy a home with his bare hands. While the family was escaping, he was apparently destroying the house with his bare hands.
He was tired of it.
Yeah, so one of the elders apparently said, yeah, they're very real. It's a very real story, and they mentioned what happened. And then this is going to be the most popular one, you guys. In 1967, there was a short motion picture known as the Patterson-Gimlin film. This is probably the most iconic capture that we have, and the most iconic evidence that we have of Bigfoot, aka Sasquatch. It was filmed by Roger Patterson and Robert Gimlin, and it was shot in Northern California along the Bluff Creek Trail, which was located in the Six Rivers National Park. And the closest town to it would be Orleans, California. And this footage is actually, not only is it the most popular, but it is the most controversial evidence that we have of Bigfoot. And that is because the original footage of this film went missing, and all they have left of this evidence is copies of this footage. So the original footage went missing, and so everyone that's been studying this footage only has records to recordings or duplicates of this. So none of it's been the original footage. And this footage was actually taken on October 20th, 1967. And in this footage, it shows the two men who went on a horseback ride on this trail, and they were going down the trail with some horses, and they when they were like around 1:00, so they've been filming their footage of them going on this thing. So around 1:00, when they were riding upstream, they both stumbled upon a creature that was hunched over really, really low by the crow's nest. And they mentioned that it was a large bipedal creature, and it was like ape-like, and it was about 6 to 7 feet high. So not in the biggest 15 feet, but 6 to 7 feet, still pretty tall.
Still huge,
Especially for you and I, that's tall. For all three of us,
that's still a nightmare for me.
That's still tall.
It's very tall.
They described it as having brown red hair, and they noticed that this particular creature, this one that they saw, had very prominent mammary glands, and which led them to believe that this specific one that they saw was a female Bigfoot or female Sasquatch, and they decided to lovingly name her Patty. So this Bigfoot that they caught in this footage, her name is Patty. So her name is Patty, and so the footage shows Patty walking across the clearing before disappearing into the forest. And so Patterson and Gimlin didn't really want to follow. Patterson didn't want to follow because he was afraid that the male version. He's like, if there's a female, the mate might be nearby and we might be fucked. So he didn't really want to approach or follow her. But Gimlin tried to follow her with the horse, but just couldn't keep up. So apparently, Gimlin and him basically didn't follow her through the woods. And so they decided to go back to camp because they were really scared that they were going to get an interaction with the male Bigfoot, and they didn't want to deal with that. And so they decided that they were going to grab some plaster because they might be able to find footprints on the trail that she was walking. So they they went and grabbed their plaster and went back to the spot, and they took casts of Bigfoot's of the footprints. So they managed to collect evidence of the footprints, and then after that they took the molds of it. Sorry, I was in the middle of the sentence that I didn't finish.
Little glitch.
So, this footage is one of the more popular ones, and I'll show you guys a little. I'll show you guys what she looks like. This is a still from the footage. So hold on, and let me.
If it's the one I think it is, but I'm pretty sure it is.
It's the most iconic picture of Bigfoot.
I'm pretty sure
it's this one.
It's also been said to be some of the most hard video to, I guess, of a Bigfoot to disprove.
Yeah,
because the tape is missing.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Actually, we're gonna
Yep,
talk
it is
about
that. Yep.
So that's exactly what it is, and so that's the footage. For those of you guys, this was a still from the video that they took, and that is Patty with her mammary glands. Hey.
I would say I never noticed the sassy boobies until they were pointed out. And now I'm like, oh yeah, it does have boobs.
Yep.
It's got some hairy boobies.
So
I'd be worried about her having babies. You know how mama bears go ape shit?
Yeah.
If you get near the babies?
No,
that's what I'd be worried about.
They were scared of the man. They weren't scared of the they were scared of the man, not the wrath of the mother, of course. Typical male. Bigfoot, nah, boob foot, or big booba. Bigfoot, am I right?
Bigfoot.
Yeah.
A thick foot right there, I tell you what.
And so that footage is of Patty, and it's been 57 years. And that footage still has not been debunked. There has been so many people that have tried to debunk it, and it's just, and they haven't found a way to debunk it, but they also haven't found a very successful way to authenticate it. So this can't be authenticated nor debunked,
Right.
Wow. That's crazy, actually.
Yeah. So this footage was very, very big. And then, of course, when there's footage, you got the doubters. And there are 3 men that decided to say that this footage was not genuine, that it was a hoax and it was planned. And so one of those men is named Anthony Long. And he wrote a book called The Making of Bigfoot, The Inside Story. And Long claims that a man by the name of Bob Hieronymus, Bob Hieronymus was put inside an ape suit, and appeared after they heard a signal from them for them to walk, and so he apparently he was listening for it. And then Philip Morris is the other guy in the trio of men that are trying to disprove this, and that he claimed that he was hired by Patterson to make the suit, but had no evidence of the transaction, had none of the leftover material, had none of the the sketches or anything like that for making it. And this guy was a big time like costume maker. Like he did a lot of special effects clothing. If you guys look up Philip Morris, he did a lot of special effect work. And so he couldn't provide any evidence that he was the one that created the suit. And so these three men were saying that it was all planned by Patterson, and they didn't know if Gimlin was aware, but they all assumed that it was Patterson trying to like make footage. So because of the fact that he wanted to be a part of the Bigfoot thing, because Patterson, prior to this experience, was really, really into Bigfoot and was one of those people that really wanted to find evidence of Bigfoot. And so he had a lot of things that basically show, it's kind of crazy coincidence that this guy that really wants to be with Bigfoot or see Bigfoot all of a sudden
just so happen to get this
encounters Bigfoot, you know? So there's a lot of doubters being thrown into this. And I believe that Gimlin re-released another video trying to disprove the people that are trying to disprove the footage. So it's this back and forth that's happening on the internet right fucking now, actually. So it's kind of crazy. But due to the lack of evidence from these three men, none of them had evidence of transactions, none of them had evidence, like Bob Hieronymus had no evidence of being hired as an actor, a transaction that paid, like there's no evidence. They weren't giving evidence.
Right.
So their theory was debunked because they couldn't provide evidence. And then this footage has been analyzed so closely that people would even look at the gait of Patty, like the way she walks, and they would do measurements of and angles of her gait, and they would also like even go as far as paying attention to the tension on the calf muscles as she walked, right? Because like that's like stuff that is natural.
Yeah,
you can't really
humans have a very distinct walk. Yeah, and so do apes.
And they also studied like between the way it walked and the way it's gait. They actually like basically proved that no man can walk like this, but they also proved that no ape walks like this. It's like a hybrid of the way they both walk, but neither one can recreate the walk of Patty. Like humans can't recreate the walk of Patty, and apes can't recreate the walk of Patty. But that's how.
And if it was a hoax, like to be able to essentially invent a complete unique gait that is almost damn near impossible, if not impossible, to replicate would be really fucking impressive for some just random guys to just throw together.
Right.
Yeah. So
if that was an actor, I hope they paid them handsomely.
Yeah, right. You better fucking shell it out.
Yeah, so they said that it didn't match a human's gait and like walking patterns, and it didn't match an ape's walking patterns either. So, yeah, they stated that it could not be recreated by either human or ape, the gait. They also discussed the way the body is carried and the pace and the confidence in the way Patty would walk. They mentioned this because of the fact that if someone was wearing a suit that was like that, they would not really be comfortable in walking unless they've been doing it their entire life.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
it's a big suit. That would be very bulky.
Yeah, and so the way she walks without any complications, without any like struggle, and the confidence that she walks makes it seem like Patty has always walked this way her entire life. Like it's so natural to how she is and how she moves that it's hard to like it's hard to like disprove that is like a real, a like authentic footage, So I just think it's crazy that this footage is, like I said, 57 years old and it still hasn't been debunked. There's a lot of people
Right,
that
absolutely.
claim it's a hoax. There's a lot of people that believe it. There's a lot of people that think
Right.
that like stories have changed because time has passed. And so, but you know, I just think that like it's so crazy. And it is like I said, if you guys think of Bigfoot, I'm pretty sure the picture that comes to your mind is that footage. Like this picture
Is that
is
absolutely?
probably like what people think of when people mention Bigfoot. It's like like every time, this is the iconic image that I connect with Bigfoot every time I see, like anytime anyone talks about Bigfoot, or, you know, that's like the picture that comes into my mind first is that one.
Agreed.
But you know, it's been defeated, you guys. I hold on. I will show you what has defeated. This is what I imagine Bigfoot to look like for the rest of my life now. So hold on. Let me. This is what I imagine Bigfoot to look now. Like I've ruined Bigfoot for myself, you guys, or made him better. I don't know. It's complicated. Okay, let me show you. Yes, this is my Bigfoot forever and ever and ever now. My Bigfoot is now Thickfoot.
Thickfoot.
Thick squash. Gotta have them thick.
Sorry.
Go
yeah.
big.
I love the rosy
Home.
cheeks, I swear.
I thought it would add some cuteness to it.
I love it.
So that's what I imagine Bigfoot
I'm like,
to look
maybe
like
I
now
should
for the
follow
rest
them
of
into
my
the
life.
woods.
And so that is the 1967 Patterson Gimlin film, and there's still a lot of things that are behind that. And so so after that, that's like what, like 1967, right? In 2007, the Bigfoot Field Research Organization claimed to have photographs depicting a juvenile Bigfoot allegedly captured on a camera trap in Allegheny National Forest. The Pennsylvania Game Commission, however, stated that the photos were of a bear with mange.
Oh, come on
Right?
now.
And then in 2015, Centralia College professor Michael Townsend claimed to have discovered prey bones with human-like bite impressions on the south side of Mount St. Helens. Mount St.
Oh, no.
Helens is where Sasquatch was birthed from.
Yep.
Townsend claimed that bites were over two times wider than that of a human bite, and that he had two of the students also. The two of those students also found a 16-inch footprint in that area. A 16-inch footprint. That's huge. Yeah. So so they found some bones with like,
it's a big foot.
and it's huge, big mouth, big bite. It was human-like, but very, very large. So I thought that was crazy. It was 2 times wider than our bite. That's a lot. So there's that, and then there are over 10,000 reported Bigfoot sightings in the continental United States alone.
Wow.
But Washington State has the most reported sightings collectively. Washington alone has over 700 of those documented cases of Bigfoot. And so because of that, that Washington became the hub for Sasquatch lore and Sasquatch investigations. Right. And even though Washington has the most sightings, it's not the only place that we have reported sightings of Bigfoot. The Bigfoot that we're talking about specifically, Sasquatch, people have seen him as far as Portland, Oregon, or even like Mount Shasta, California, right over there. So he's like in my shoe of
your neck of the woods, yeah.
He's in my shoe. But yeah, I just thought that was crazy. And then so that's how Washington became the sighting. And when I was in Washington, I was able to take a picture of me and a Sasquatch statue. That was, oh
Love
my
it.
God. See, I knew I had pictures and I didn't remember to. See, this is what happens, you guys. My brain doesn't work. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. But yeah, when I was in Washington, I was able to take a picture with a Sasquatch sculpture. And this poor statue was touched inappropriately by many, many people because of how dark certain parts of him were. I'm just like, why? Why?
Yeah, you can tell.
To the poor Sasquatch. Hold on. Where did I put it? Hold on, you guys.
Especially with copper statues, if you rub spots a certain amount, it changes colors from all the oils.
Like that grave in Washington.
Yeah.
Or not the grave in Washington. The grave in France. In France, the guy that the bronze statue of him, where the women would ride or mount it so that they can get pregnant. They believe that doing that would make them fertile.
No, thank you.
Right?
No,
thank you. I
no.
Hold on.
That's wrong on many levels.
All the levels.
The statue is weird enough. I mean, like I would probably touch Mothman's butt, but like a deceased person's memoriam statue seems kind of fucked up.
Right. 1 second. Yeah, so that's there. But then there's also the female bronze statues that just get groped for no reason.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I can't find the Sasquatch picture right now, but I'll post it on Instagram. How about that? I'll post it on Instagram, but it's hello back, kid.
Next, socials.
We're gonna do it on Thursday, honey. Thursday next week. Or Thursday next week. It's not Sunday yet. Yeah. So I'll post it on Instagram.
And there's a link to the socials.
Yeah. So I'll post a picture of me and the Sasquatch tattoo on Instagram so that you guys can see it in the Thicc and Spooky Ghouls podcast. I think it's TT&SG _ for Instagram. It's in my socials. Hit the link tree. Meso's face is now a purple fog, baby. Oh no! But sorry. Wow. Okay.
I'm disappearing into the ether.
So yes, there is a lot of evidence about this, but unfortunately, with a very, very large legend like that of oh wait, we're not there yet. We're not there. Time out on that, you guys. Time out on that. I forgot. I wasn't done yet. All right. In 1958, there was actually some the first original Bigfoot footprints. So in 1958, they found the first original Bigfoot footprints, and then they later found out that was created by a man named Ray Wallace. He was the logger that carved these wooden feet to create the large footprints that they took cast of. And he actually kept that a secret until he told his family on his deathbed, and his family let people know that he was the person that carved that.
The big fat liar.
So he created fake evidence.
We got a raid.
Liars.
Hey, Jen, thank you for the raid, sweetie.
Thank you so much, man. We appreciate
it. Thank you. Welcome in, Raiders. You are here for the Thicc and Spooky Ghouls podcast. We are on episode 24, and I am talking about Washington's cryptid, the Bigfoot, aka Sasquatch. So that was in 1958. So that's the beginning of the hoaxes. So I was right with the hoaxes. Yeah, so because of the fact that Sasquatch is such a huge legend, of course, there's going to be a lot of cases that are hoaxes who all want to be a part of the Bigfoot legend. Are champion of hide and seek since 1967. Everybody wants a piece of that. I mean, have you seen him? I mean, look at that. Everyone wants a piece of that for sure. All right,
that Thicc Squatch man.
Thicc Squatch man. But there's a really, really sad thing that happened on people trying to be a part of the Bigfoot story. So this one's actually gonna be a really sad one, and it happened in 2012.
Oh no!
There was a man named Randy Lee Tenley. And he was 44-year-old, and he wanted to create a Bigfoot sighting, and he wanted to be a part of the legend, right? So what he decided was he was gonna dress in a ghillie suit right next to the road, and then come out and walk. And so he's in a ghillie suit made to look like a Sasquatch covered in swamp gear,
Mm-hmm.
And so a young girl who was only 15 years old was driving, and he came out, and she accidentally ran him over. But then after that, there was a 17-year-old boy who was driving behind her, and so so Randy was hit by her, and then not long after she hit him, the 17-year-old boy ended up hitting him again and killing him.
No.
So he wanted to be a part of that. And then not too long ago, I think it was like a couple years ago, there was a man who wanted to be a part of the Sasquatch thing. And so he dressed up like Sasquatch and tried to
Holy
jump
shit,
out of the woods.
succubus.
Oh my God, what just happened? Oh, sister!
You're sissy.
Thank you for those gifted subbies. Thank you, sister.
So sweet.
Aw, thank you for those 5 gifted subbies to Boobdilla, Ephraim, Miss Tari, Zero Grimson, Caleb by Ramen. Oh, I like that. And Cairo Tales. Thank you for those gifted subbies, CC. Thank you for
The best.
That's my sister, you guys. If you don't know who Succubus is, that's my older
She's
sister.
amazing.
And she streams Call of Duty Zombies. And she's got a big community, and some of her community members come and join us every now and then. I got to play with Angel Rose TV on Thursday, and we got to play some Fortnite together. So, I get to hang out with my sister's community every now and then. But thank you for that, sister. Oh, we got a shout out for my sister, right? Perfect.
Yes, we did.
So sorry. Well, okay. So, a couple.
Oh, succubus.
Oh.
Amazing.
Aw, yeah. So, there was one, I think this happened like not more than a year or two ago. There was a guy that wanted to, create a Bigfoot sighting, and he decided to put on a Bigfoot outfit. And so while he was in the woods, he decided to jump out at some people, and he ended up getting shot dead by the hunters in the woods that he scared.
Oh my God, that's karma.
You gotta be careful, startling people with guns.
Yeah.
I say you gotta be careful. That's not the brightest idea in the world.
Nope. So
No.
Yeah. So with the legend of our Bigfoot, there's been deaths related to our Bigfoot because of people that are trying to
absolutely, yeah.
So one got run over. One was proven to be fake and didn't talk about it till his deathbed, and then the other one got shot dead because he decided to make it.
What are you thinking? Because people go out in the woods, anyone who goes out in the woods, they carry firearms with them. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna have a gun. So what are you thinking? When jumping someone like that?
Even just normal hunting.
They weren't thinking is what they were thinking.
They warn people to wear the reflective vest and shit because people that are very obviously people accidentally
at nighttime,
let alone somebody pretending,
around, without
wild behavior.
Woo!
Wild behavior.
Yeah. Yeah, Succubus is Boobdilla's favorite demon archetype.
Demon archetype.
Which we haven't covered. We haven't covered Succubus and Incubus is here yet.
Maybe we'll bring her on and make her do it. Oh, that's crazy. That'd be great.
That's just some of the stories about our dear Sasquatch. I have some theories, and I don't know if anyone else is going to agree with my theories, but this is my personal thoughts and I'm not sure. I feel like some people probably think this way. I don't know. Maybe not. All right, so many believe that the Patty footage is genuine. I am one of those people that believe that the Patty footage is genuine because 57 years with the technology we have and you still haven't been able to debunk it, that just tells me something, But the issue with the Patty footage is a lot of people believe that it is an authentic footage of it's authentic footage, but they don't believe that it's Bigfoot. Some believe that it was a misidentified creature like a bear or a gorilla that escaped from a zoo, or some believe that it could be an extinct species of giant ape known as the Gigantopithecus. So Gigantopithecus was an ape species that actually is not originated from the United States. There's no bones or fossils evidence of them here in the United States. But they went extinct in about 5,000 years ago. But some people believe that they didn't go extinct, that just went into hiding, and that the Sasquatches, some believe that Bigfoot is actually an extraterrestrial who landed on Earth. That's me. Some believe that it is made up, and a lot of people that have seen it was done through paranoia, dementia, or some kind of like their perception was changed because of like the situation that they were in under stressful
Right.
situations, that they made things up. So some people believe that. But for me, I do believe that Bigfoot are very, very real. I don't believe that they are from Earth because simply I myself, oh my God, I can't believe this. I myself don't believe that humans were the original people or creatures of this planet. I believe that this planet actually existed to like was the planet for the octopi, like the crustaceans. I believe that this planet belonged to them and we ended up coming into the planet as aliens in this planet, and so part of me believes that yes, Bigfoot is an alien because I believe that we as humans didn't originate from here. That's just, me. And like I said, my theory is probably going to be very unpopular with a lot of people. And I believe that the legends of Bigfoot are very real because there's just too much evidence around the world, too many legends, too many folklores, too many things so rooted in our history that are very similar of the same creatures that I do believe that they are ancient beings, but I do believe that they're ancient beings that came here as aliens because I believe that we are at some point maybe like we are from these ancient beings, like as time progressed we evolved away from it and we became who we are now, and they're ancient beings living there. So part of me feels like yeah, they are aliens, but I believe that they are ancient beings for us, like where we came from, and that where we came from and evolved from. So that's what I believe, and I know a lot of people think I'm crazy, but I'm the crazy one in the podcast. We already know this. I'm the crazy one. It's okay,
Well,
but I
I mean,
believe.
well,
I think there's actually a lot of people who think like the missing link that, where we came from is alien. So I don't think that's so crazy.
So I
it's
believe
very
that it was aliens. I believe that it was aliens. I believe that Sasquatch is an alien, and I believe that we are all aliens in this planet. I know I'm crazy. I accept it, you guys. Let me be crazy and be happy. Okay, you can
Let me have this.
just let me have this. Okay, this is my own world in my mind, and if you don't agree with my world, you have your own world. Okay, stop yucking my yum. Okay, I'm not defensive. You're defensive. I'm not defensive. God. Anyways, so in media, there's a lot of influence of Bigfoot in media, and I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna find some footage, and I'm gonna show you guys some videos of my favorite things. But let's start with before we get further into that. In 1974, because of the huge discussion of the Bigfoot legends and how it wouldn't die, the National Wildlife Federation actually funded a field research study that's seeking evidence of Bigfoot, and that found no notable discoveries. I think they did it for like 2 years or something like that. And then I believe I believe that Bigfoot is actually the most popular of the cryptids because I have a lot of cryptid base items, and like I have a lot of cryptid merch, but the merch that I find the most of is around Bigfoot or Sasquatch.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
so I just find more like I feel like he is the most popular of the cryptids. So
I agree.
Sassy, you a popular one.
You're popping off.
You're popping up, Sassy. And I actually really enjoy the influence of Bigfoot in here. There's movies that have Bigfoot. There's
There's games, video games.
so many video games, a lot of shirts over
Yeah.
here. In the Washington area, there's a lot of people that have like Sasquatch carved things. I got like I went to the purple store with Jerica because we visited Jerica when we were in the area, and Jerica took me to this place called the Purple Store, and in the Purple Store, everything in the store is purple. Everything
I
in
love
this
that.
store is purple. They have kitchenware that is purple. Like everything is purple in the store. And Jerica is our purple queen. She has purple hair, and she's had purple hair the entire time I know her. And it's her favorite color. It's my favorite color too. But I got wooden carved Sasquatch earrings that are purple. that I have.
Love it.
So there's lots of wood carving things like that. There's people with wood carving signs of Sasquatch that's on their home. There's people with Sasquatch on their signage in the gas station or different stores. They have something with Sasquatch. So I think it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Just how popular Sasquatch is in that area and just how much.
I mean, might as well lean into it, right?
Oh, I love it. I love Sasquatch. But my favorite thing, and I'm laughing because I'm a huge I'm like, of the people in our household, I am the one that's like cryptid crazy. I'm the one that's like,
right.
We have a paranormal podcast, or we have our Everything Strange, Weird, and Unexplained podcast, right? And so Jinja found a TikTok account, and it's of a AI generated Bigfoot who's an influencer.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And so like there's different accounts that have this, but it's AI generated. And it's like Bigfoot doing all sorts of influencer things, like the ice bucket challenge, where he's all like, I'm gonna do the ice bucket challenge, and it's all AI generated.
Yep.
And so we have AI generated Bigfoot, and my brain is just like, wow, it is fun, and it's a lot of fun. And they have some videos on YouTube. So there's different accounts that make it, but it's like a whole trend of Bigfoot being an influencer.
I think it's the best. I'm not super into a lot of the AI stuff, but those are pretty funny. I laughed at quite a few of those for sure.
And I'm pretty sure there was one that I found of AI generated Bigfoot getting like mad while playing Fortnite and eating snacks or something like that. Oh, but I just absolutely adore the AI generated influencer Bigfoot. And I just thought that was really fun to mention it in the media. But that's what I have for our dear Sasquatch. I'm hoping it wasn't
Yay.
Short. Yippee. And I hope
it was perfect.
I hope I taught you guys something new about the Sasquatch. If you guys didn't know certain things, I'd be happy if you learned something new, at least a little.
I surely didn't know that Sasquatch had boobies.
That's
for certain.
And she has a name. Her name is Patty.
Squatch.
Patty with the fatty.
Patty,
because she was thick.
Yeah. Well, Sasquatches are thick.
We know that, don't
we? All right, so we're actually going to go ahead and get ready for the Ghoulish Bites. Guess what time it is? It's time for some Ghoulish Bites. Trick or treat.
Come on in. Have some late night treats for the mind of the spooky ghoul.
Hey, I'm so glad to have you guys here. I hope you guys enjoyed our topic so far today. We are moving on to the Ghoulish Bites, which is pretty much our closing ceremony. I hope you guys absolutely enjoyed the topics. Let's go ahead and get back into the chat with our guests and co-hosts and see how they're doing. Hey. Hi.
Hi. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Hi. All right. So, the Ghoulish Bites. We talk about snacks and we talk about random stuff, and then we just, chill. So, yeah. Otaku, do you have a current favorite snack, my dear?
At first I didn't. At first I couldn't think of one at the top of my head because, I have a lot of favorite foods, but one that definitely sticks out, especially sweets, is cheesecake. I love cheesecake.
Forget about it.
That's Ginger's favorite dessert. Well,
I fucking love
I don't know
cheesecake.
if that's Ginger's favorite dessert anymore because we would go to Ruth's Chris for our special dates, and anniversary date and stuff like that. And we went to Ruth's Chris and I ordered creme brulee once, and he tried the creme brulee. Hello, TTV. Welcome to Flame TTV. Hello, Flame Night. I'm so sorry. That was a brain move. Sorry. But hello, welcome in. So I had a creme brulee, and he was very curious about my creme brulee, and he's like, "Can I have some?" And
They're
of course,
so good too.
I begrudgingly share my creme brulee because I love him.
They're so small.
Because I love him, I share my creme brulee, And every time we go there now, it's like the thing that he orders. And so I think his favorite dessert's creme brulee now. But if not that, then it's cheesecake. But
Cheesecake is
Otaku,
so good.
are you like
Cheesecake and banana pudding.
Are you an original
Mm.
cheesecake person and you only like cheesecake when it's original, or do you like the ones with fresh fruit or the ones with chocolate? What kind of cheesecake do you like?
I haven't ever tried many varieties of cheesecake, so I have to go with the original. I just know I love cheesecake. It's gotta be like my favorite kind of cake, because especially there's not that many cakes that I enjoy. I mean, chocolate cake is good, but like it doesn't beat a cheesecake.
For me, I've noticed lately that I've had an issue where I usually am not like a sweets person. I'm usually a salt person, but I don't know. You know how I was talking about last episode.
Mm-hmm.
You know how I was talking about how all of my comfort foods don't taste good anymore, and I'm having to find new comfort foods.
Right.
And in that same length where I'm struggling to find new snacks, because I'm still struggling to find new snacks. Peanut butter, honey, and banana on bread, still pretty good out there. And then one of my coworkers introduced me to these delicious protein bars that I actually really like that you can find at Costco.
Oh.
And they're really, really good. So I actually really like those. I need to buy more, actually, now that I think about it. So I've really enjoyed that lately. And one thing I've noticed is I've been craving sweets lately. I've been craving more sweets lately than I have been craving salty. So I don't know what's happened, because before I used to like not want anything salty. And lately I've been getting a never-ending craving for chocolate cake, where I just always want chocolate cake or chocolate muffins. It's crazy. And then I'm also craving like I haven't gone to Starbucks in almost a year, a long time. But like I really want their pumpkin muffins with the cream cheese in the middle. You know that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I want it, and I want to go to Panera Bread and get pumpkin muffies.
Dr. Daddy loves those.
Pumpkin muffies are they're the pumpkin spice muffies. And so basically, if you go to Panera Bread, they look like the tops of muffins, but they're not the tops of muffins. Because the bottom part is cut off, so it's just the soft part of the muffin, right? Muffin tops. Yeah, sorry. Sorry. That's not that. My brain trash. Went to TV. Okay, sorry. What was I talking about? Muffins. Muffies.
You're talking about muffins.
Yeah, the pumpkin muffies, I'm really craving them. And the last few times I've gone to Panera Bread, they haven't had them, so they only have the chocolate chip ones. Which the chocolate chip ones are delicious. Don't get me wrong, they're so good. But I've been really craving.
But it's not what you want, right?
No. And it's weird because I'm not a pumpkin spice girl. I don't like pumpkin spice lattes, but I do like pumpkin bread. Like I really love pumpkin bread. Like things that are like pumpkin bread or pumpkin like
I like, but yeah, like spiced pumpkin stuff is really good.
Yeah, I don't like I don't like pumpkin spice flavored anything. Like I don't like pumpkin spice flavored pretzels, you know. I don't like I don't like I don't like pumpkin spice as a flavor, maybe. I like pumpkin spice on a bread form, so it's authentic form, but maybe the flavor that they use as pumpkin spice on drinks and stuff like that, or other foods, I don't like it. And so
I've never had a pumpkin spice latte at all, I don't think.
Doesn't sound appealing.
I actually kind of like pumpkin spice. Like McDonald's brought back pumpkin spice, so like on my breaks I would like get like a pumpkin spice iced coffee, or I would just like make a regular coffee and I would put the pumpkin spice syrup in it. Oh my god, it's so good.
Man, I don't like the pumpkin spice flavor. I don't. I'm trying and I don't like it.
I've never really had many pumpkin spice flavored things. But if it's anything like you know, carrot cake kind of has like a spice.
Oh, I love carrot cake. I love carrot cake.
Like,
oh, don't get me wrong. I love carrot cake. Oh yeah.
And I like cream cheese icing is my fucking favorite.
Oh my god, yes. So the pumpkin muffins that they have at Starbucks has the cream cheese in the middle. Oh my goodness. So I like cake or bread that is pumpkin flavored. Right. And I like making pumpkin pasties, but when I make pumpkin pasties or pasties, whatever you call them, I make them savory, not sweet. I don't like the ones that you would go to. Okay. I don't like going to Universal and going to Hogwarts Land and having their pumpkin because it's too sweet. I don't like the sweet version of it. So I don't know. Am I a bad spooky girl because I don't like pumpkin flavor?
No, not at all.
Like
Not at
No,
all.
not at all.
Everybody
like
everybody's different, man.
pumpkin flavored
Exactly.
anything I'm not a fan of, but pumpkin like things made out of actual pumpkins I like
Pumpkin pie is delicious.
oh
I had a pumpkin
man.
pie cheesecake recently from the Cheesecake Factory.
Ooh,
So good.
There's a creme brulee
So good.
cheesecake.
good from both worlds.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry. So we're talking about
I will
food.
teleport.
So lately I've been struggling to find snacks, but I have been I've noticed that with me trying to find new comfort foods, it's been a struggle, and it's really made me kind of been really bad about eating. Like I haven't been eating as much as I should be. Like I've been avoiding eating because I'm just not hungry because nothing sounds good to me. So it's that frustrating time
Right.
where there was 2 days in a row that I didn't want to eat anything, and all I had was a cup of noodle because nothing else sounded good to me. And so right now I'm struggling with trying to find new comfort foods, and it is so infuriating because I love food, but right now I can't stand food because I can't find food that I like.
Food is difficult.
I'm so stressed out because I'm like, I need to eat and I want to eat, but I want to eat things that I want to eat, and nothing sounds good to me right now.
The thing I'm struggling. Oh, sorry. Were you?
No. Go on.
The thing I'm struggling with is here recently I haven't been able to eat like many sweets. Um, so I've been craving like a lot of savory things versus sweets. The main reason is because like I haven't been able to see the dentist as much as I really need to. So
Right.
even with brushing your teeth regularly, that's not going to prevent cavities. I mean, it'll
No,
help
yeah.
stop it. It'll help stop it for a while, but like it's not going to fully prevent you from getting cavities.
Oh yeah.
And I got cavities, so every time I try to eat something sweet, my teeth are screaming at me.
Right.
It's just like stop it.
Yep. So Miso, what have you been snacking on lately? Maybe you can inspire me to find something to snack on and eat because I am
So I've
struggling.
actually had like the opposite issue. I always as I've mentioned before, I have insulin resistance, so I shouldn't eat a lot of sugar. I can have some sugar, but I usually go like zero free. But I really I am highly, especially after I quit smoking cigarettes and everything back God, it's 7 years ago now. I started eating a lot more sugar, and I'm sweets. I am obsessed with sweets. I think about them all the time. Food has always been a struggle for me. So the struggle is real as always. But I was kind of bad lately, and I did try these little they're like Halloween gummies, but they're different body parts that are peely. Like you peel them, and it's like a gummy on the outside and in.
That sounds like
And
fun.
they're really creepy and delicious. They're very good.
Man.
They taste very good.
So
I actually think I have some.
Baguette went to a Sinister Creature Con a couple years ago, and the Sinister Creature Con had a bakery section where they sell baked goods, but
yes, I love that.
They made spooky they made spooky muffins, and so one of them had vampire teeth, but then it was pierced and there was raspberry jam dripping out of it. Another one had a gummy beetle on top of it to make it look like gummy beetles. And then the other one was Rice Krispies made to look like maggots on top of cupcakes. So they made a bunch of creepy looking food, but it was all so good. So good.
But they're Amos peelers. It looks like it says gummy, but it's gummy body parts. And these ones are a little bit melted because they were in the car too long, but when they're whole, they're really cool looking, and peeling them. Like the inside is like a softer gummy, and the outside's like a harder gummy. But and I just can't eat a lot of them. I can only have
one or two.
Well,
for me, I've been tempted to try
very much, but
I've been tempted to try the peel candies. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I've seen it all over the candy stores, but it's like the fruit that you can peel. So
that's literally what these are. Yeah.
So I've been
body part shaped.
I'll probably go to Lolly and Pop to find
I really want to try the ice cream that is the peach. Like it looks just like a peach. If you've ever seen those, I really want to try that. But I've also really, I love the prawn chips.
I
don't
love
know if
those
you get
too.
it.
Yeah,
Oh,
shrimp chips. I feel like this is one of the
yes,
things that I wish that they would have more in like gas stations or in the chip sections in the
yes.
grocery store. I really wish that they would put more shrimp chips or prawn chips because they're really good and I feel like a lot of people would like them if they would just give it a chance. And like
Yes, it
you
doesn't.
like them. I love prawn. I grew up
I
on prawn
love
chips.
them.
I grew up on prawn chips. I grew up on shrimp chips. I grew up on fish chips, which is I love fish
Right.
chips. Oh my god.
Mm.
I think people are intimidated because they think it's literally going to taste like shrimp, which I don't think is necessarily even a bad thing. But I don't know how to explain the taste, but it's not like that. And I found some at a place called Jungle Gems that are lobster flavored prawn chips, and they're not like the French fry looking ones. They're like the flat disc ones that are like kind of bent. You know what I mean? Like the disc ones. Oh, they're so good. I
Am I
tear those some bitches up.
am I basic for liking the regular chips, like say Doritos or
Not at
Funyuns? Oh my gosh,
all.
Funyuns are so good.
Some of if I
I
say some of my
love
favorite chips are literally
Funyuns. I
plain
love
potato
Funyuns.
chips,
Oh,
And then
especially when I'm craving something salty.
can I tell you
oh yeah.
guys another thing that I learned that I can't eat anymore and I'm really, 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 really upset about it?
Oh, go ahead.
I can't eat specific corn chips that I used to love because they would fuck up my stomach. So I can't eat any of the Fritos chips
Oh,
that I love. I can't have
oh,
I
No.
can't have the Fritos honey twist. I can't have those anymore
the
because
barbecue. Oh, those are so
no, my
good.
tummy gets
Barbecue chips
tore
are
up
so
by
good.
him. I can't eat the chili, the chili flavored one either. Like I just
Hmm.
any corn chip like that, I can't eat anymore without inciting a
Interesting.
tummy ache for me. And that's a new thing. It's a new thing. It's really upsetting. And I'm really sad
Hmm.
because we were at the grocery store and there's a new flavor of Fritos chips and it's the cheesy barbecue. And
Oh.
I
Interesting.
wanted to eat it so badly. And I'm all like, I know that my tummy is not going to like it. So I'm like stressed out and really sad that I can't have it. And Jin's just like, I'll try it for you. And so he bought a bag. So I just watch him eat it now. And I'm just like, is it good?
I'm gonna
Like,
I'm gonna find those chips and I'm gonna try them for you, Daku. I'll let you know what
oh,
I think.
I'm just,
Write her
yeah.
dissertation.
I don't know what is happening with my body, but it's starting to reject foods and it's starting to change what I like. And it's
Trust me,
really
I know how
upsetting.
that goes.
It's so
Not a fun
upsetting
time.
because, like I said, like I haven't been eating like I should be because of the fact that I haven't had very many foods that I want to eat. And like,
Mhm.
Right.
and the things that I've wanted to eat lately has been like papusas. I really want papusas, and I really, really want some egusi soup and some um fufu. I like to eat fufu with the egusi, so I like that. Like I've been craving that,
Mhm.
but these are so
I've never had
expensive.
fufu.
It's so expensive, and I can't afford them. So it's just like the things I'm craving is like sushi. I want Filipino food, and that means I have to make Filipino food, and I don't
Right.
want to. Specifically, I want like the lechon kawali, which is like fried pork skin. I've been craving like that with the
That
rice.
sounds delightful.
I've been craving bangus, which is like my favorite fish. So I've been craving a lot of foods that are not easy for me to get foods, and it's really upsetting.
Right.
Yeah.
It's really upsetting because I've been craving papusas. I've been craving freaking oh my goodness. I've been craving pho. I've been craving anything but what we have at home or nearby or what's like convenient. And so eating has been a struggle, you guys. Like I've been wanting to eat sushi for
Aw.
2 weeks now. For 2 weeks. Hopefully Ginger will take me to sushi tomorrow if I'm
Sushi's
big enough.
delicious.
I've been craving sushi so bad too,
He better get you sushi.
but like I said, it's getting
He
to the point
better.
where all I eat is noodles because nothing else sounds good. Like I'll either eat like some noodles like chow mein noodles or a cup of noodles or something along those lines. Like whenever I don't know what to eat and I don't have to eat, that's all I eat now because I cannot find my comfort foods anymore and I've never had this before and so it's been really depressing for me to be honest you guys and I'm not any skinnier so I'm not enjoying food but I'm not any skinnier so I'm not even getting the benefits of not
Right.
eating
This is
because my
bullshit.
body's like you're starving yourself so I'm going to hold on to all this extra thickness So I am staying thick, but not eating as much. So I'm not benefiting in any way, shape, or form. It's really frustrating, you guys. Really.
Well, you can't be
Oh.
the stick in Spooky Ghouls.
It's just so frustrating because like I want to eat and I need to eat, but
Right.
I don't know. Nothing sounds good anymore, you guys, and I need help. I don't know what to do, and it's giving me so much anxiety.
You're just gonna have to keep going through different foods until you make a list of ones that you're like, yeah, I'm into that.
Yeah, but
But it sounds like you're craving taste like food from home. So maybe it's a bit of like a, little homesickness thrown in there.
Maybe, but yeah, I've definitely been like Filipino food. I've also been craving a lot of
Mm-hmm.
spam musubi, and I really should get more spam musubi because I just want.
Ooh, I still haven't had spam, but I
Oh
really
man,
think I like it.
It's salty. If you like salty, it's
I
salty and
do.
meaty.
I do.
It's salty and meaty.
I love like hot dogs and fried bologna and
But
stuff, and it's all in the
please
same realm. I
don't
feel
eat
like.
it raw. For Christ's sake,
No,
don't
fuck
eat it
no.
raw. Please
I'm
fry
not
that
eating.
shit.
No, fuck no.
Slice it in thin slices and fry it. Please don't eat it out of the can. I've seen people eat it out of the can. It makes me irk.
That's wild behavior.
I can't.
I'm not doing that.
There's people that literally spoon
It's too-
out of the can and eat it out of the can. I'm just like, no, 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 no.
It looks too much like animal,
Nothing.
like wet food for me to do that.
No. Mm-mm. Just like
Flame Knight said, do your favorite Halloween memories. So Otaku, what's your favorite Halloween memory? Think of one.
I know I dressed up as a ninja once. I was a ninja, a fire dragon ninja.
Ooh.
And
Fire dragon ninja.
I tried to do a flip. So I couldn't actually do a full on ninja flip because I couldn't jump that high. But what I did was I tried to jump off of a fence and then try to do the flip midair, but I failed miraculously and I hit my head.
Oh, that's not
on the
good.
concrete.
Oh no!
Ooh, that's bad.
And that's your favorite memory? Your favorite
Right?
Halloween memory?
I can't think of my favorite memory. Like Halloween's were just like Halloween, just like go get candy and
Maybe it's
and have
the
fun
head
in a
damage.
costume.
Oh my god, there's so many fun memories that I have of Halloween, and some of my favorites, like it's so stupid. It's so stupid and kind of embarrassing again. Anyways, so you guys know I was raised super religious, and I am now super
Right.
super anti Christianity. Like I was raised super Christian. But anyways, when I was in junior high, they had a what you call the like they would have trick or trunk parties
Yeah.
at church parking lots. So this is like a church
Yep.
function, and they want to keep the kids safe from dangerous candy. So they have this thing called trunk or treat, which is like
Yep.
they have like they close out the parking lot and they put bounce houses, different different things that you can do outside in the parking lot, like different shacks with different things, and then inside you've got different mini games that you can play inside of the conference or community room of the church, right? So I love doing trunk or trade, but this is not my favorite memory, but this is one of my fondest memories, and it's so stupid because it's so stupid, but it's one of the ones that I remember.
No.
But anyways, there was this boy that I had the biggest crush on. Like he was like 2 years older than me, so he taught me. He treated me like I was his little sister. You know, it was annoying because it was like 2 years, but like that 2 years he treated me like a little sister. It was really annoying. Like it's only 2 years, asshole. It's not that crazy to like me, but okay, make me a little sister. That's fine. Anyway, so I had a big crush on him, and he was wearing a SpongeBob costume, and I was dressed up as Jasmine the Genie. Of course, I was a little genie. Actually, it wasn't even Jasmine the Genie. It was I Dream of Genie, and I just had dark hair, so I just called Jasmine because I was basically dressed like a genie. Anyway, so I dressed up as a genie, and so he was in like this little SpongeBob suit, right? And he invited me to go into the bounce house with him. So we went and we jumped in the bounce house and talked, and he was in this giant SpongeBob blow up suit while he was jumping. It was very cute, and it was one of my favorite memories. I don't like the guy anymore. I can't stand him. I think he's a douche. But back then, he was.
We all make mistakes.
Yeah, but I hate him now. But I'm fond of that memory because it was very innocent, very sweet, very cute, and I don't know. That's one of my favorite memories. Is that one?
Mm.
And then another memory that I have of Halloween was I was still dating my artist boyfriend at the time, and he got hired to do body painting for this rich people, right? They had a huge Halloween party. I'm not talking about like a regular Halloween party. They had like a DJ, they had a full bar, they had like a ridiculous amount of guests that I was surprised. And they hired my boyfriend at the time as an artist to do body painting on the guest, right? And so that Halloween, I was dressed as a little dragonfly. So I had like I had like my little buns over here that I put little googly eyes to make it look like the dragonfly's head. And so I had little googly eyes on my little Chung Li buns going on up top. And then I wore this black dress, and I had these really cool green and black stockings that looked like it had like a pattern on it that looked like the dragon tails like bottom part. If you look at dragon tails really close, it's got like that dragon scale look, the belly of a dragon.
Right.
And so I was dressed as that, and he was doing airbrush painting on these people, and his line was so long. And so I decided to just start picking up a brush and the paint and grabbing like one of the stencils, and like, I can help you out and like help these people. And like these ladies were wanting to get like a fake tattoo on their boob or on their butt, but they were shy to ask because of the fact that he was a male artist. And so as soon as they saw me painting on these people and doing it by hand, all three of these ladies were all like, can you do my tits? Can you do my this? And so I'm like,
yes, I can.
Like, I'm like, yeah, I can go to the bathroom so you don't have to expose yourself to the world, and I can give you that. So I went to the bathroom with these three ladies and did body painting on them in the bathroom, and that was a very good memory for me. Good memory.
I bet it is, yeah.
But it was just very, very
amazing.
Fun. So yeah, those are my favorite Halloween memories that I can say right now. There's a lot of them, but those are my favorite fond memories.
Also,
go ahead.
Of course I did. I got to see the titties and the booty.
I was still a wee little thing whenever this happened. I was like 6 or 7, and it was one Halloween. I was going to the neighborhood close to my elementary school. Just around a turn, one of my neighbors had dressed up as some sort of chainsaw killer.
Right.
I didn't know they were dressed up like that. So everyone kept it a secret from me. And they came around the corner with the chainsaw, and I thought they were going to like get me. So I ran the other direction faster than anyone there. They could not keep up with me. I think that was the fastest I've ever ran in my life. No, it scared the heebie-jeebies out of me.
Well, especially if you have no idea that's going to happen. And you're just a wee lad. You're like, whoa!
Oh, man.
Everyone had to apologize to me afterwards.
Do you guys ever have like a Halloween event where your parents or something like that would take you to the rich neighborhood so you can get the good candy, the big giant.
Exclusively.
Oh man,
yeah.
Oh my goodness, I love those days where like he would be like, okay, let's go trick or treating, but he would drive me to the rich neighborhood so I could get the best candy. Oh man.
Yep.
Oh, Halloween time.
So
we love you.
For me, Halloween is now a little extra bittersweet because both of my puppies, our boy Gemini, both of them passed last year. And Gemini for sure, our boy, thank you. He was for sure born on Halloween because he's a rescue from a puppy mill. So they had, breeding paperwork or whatever. So don't ever do this. This was a bad idea in hindsight now. We made all the animals' birthdays Halloween because with our cat and our other dog, Aries, our little dog, we knew that her and Gemini were like a year apart or whatever, but And Coley, my cat, who is luckily still with us for now, she turns 17 next month, by the way, on Halloween. But we made all their birthdays on Halloween, so now it's really sad. But we loved making them like little animal cakes. You know, we didn't bake it or anything, but we'd take a bunch of wet food and treats and things and make it into like a collaboration of a cake, and give them little cakes. And it was also my little brother Zachary's, like, one of his favorite holidays. He used to love to sit outside with the parents and like give out candy and stuff and do trick-or-treat stuff, and he has also passed. So this Halloween's gonna be really rough. But on a happier note, even with the bittersweetness, I really like to think back about me and Dr. Daddy, formerly known as Vulgar Face. Me and his, like, I want to say it was one of our first Halloweens together. He used to have very long hair, okay? And he looked a lot like white Jesus. So every year he did. He looked a lot like white Jesus. And now is actually the first time his hair's been short in like almost the entire 18 years we've been together. I've seen it short like once besides then, but he looked just like white Jesus. So I would be like a slutty cat or a slutty demon, always something with the boobas out, you know, because why not? I don't give a shit. Of course. And he would be Jesus Christ, white Jesus. And, and we would go trick-or-treating. And we lived in kind of like a small town. It's technically a small city, but it's a small town. And we went up to the church, one of the churches there, because they would give out full-size candy bars. And I didn't even think about it.
Oh, yeah.
And I walk up and they kind of gave me like a dirty look because, you know, slut cat. But they gave me the candy. But they turned him away because they were like, absolutely not. Not you, Jesus.
Wow.
He's like, I remember him looking at them and going, why would you forsaken me? And they were not happy, but it was like one of the funniest fucking things I'd ever seen. Some people loved it though. And even still, like, as we got older, we would go to Halloween. Fortunately, they frowned on going trick-or-treating, even though me and him went trick-or-treating.
Oh, your mic muted.
Especially because
there we go. Your mic's muted again. What is happening?
Can you hear me?
Yes. It cut off your sentences.
But so even though we definitely trick-or-treated longer than we probably could have, but since adults aren't allowed to go trick-or-treating, we would go to parties, and he pretty much for any occasion where you dress up as a character, he was white Jesus. He was the Wonder Bread Jesus, and people loved it. So we went down to this bar area in our town, and it's just like a strip of bars with a couple restaurants, mostly pizza places, and it's where everybody goes to get hammered, right? Especially on like St. Patrick's Day,
of course.
Halloween. And so we're down there for Halloween. I'm slutty something or another, and he's Jesus. And people are pulling him aside and taking pictures with him. Happened all the time, even at the Ren Fair, because as Jesus. But this is Halloween specifically. We're down there. People are taking pictures with him. Some people are pissed off. Like, some people get really pissed off. But most of the time, people thought it was hilarious. And he looked so much like him. It was fucking crazy. But there was also a memorial for somebody going on at one bar. Obviously, we had no idea. And it was on Halloween, too. So we're dressed up. And someone goes up to him and says, why did you take my friend? They're fucking with him, obviously. But I was just like, oh. Like, what?
Oh, talk about making it so uncomfortable. And
it was so funny.
Oh my
God.
God.
It was terrible. He said, don't worry. He's with my father now. And it was just the funniest shit I've ever seen. And you couldn't beat the people off with a bat. Like, people were just, so many people would not stop talking to him. So I don't know. I just always loved doing that with my amazing husband throughout the years on Halloween. I always thought that was very funny. And even when he's not dressed as Jesus, he is just like the life of the party anyway. And now he has become, I don't know if you guys saw it earlier, me and my friend Kayla made him a plague rat. costume for the Ren Fair now, since he can't be Jesus because he ain't got the long hair. And again, so I bought him a flea stamp, okay? And he was going around the Ren Fair giving people the plague with the flea stamp. And by the end of the fair, the Ren Fair, people were finding us to get the stamp. I'm serious. He had to have stamped like 100 people. He even gave it to the queen. He got knighted by the queen.
Wow.
He's now Sir Rat. Yeah, he's now Sir Ratum. And she allowed him to give her a flea stamp, and she had been plagued.
Oh,
crazy.
Oh,
that was so much. That sounds like you had fun at the Ren Fair. You found some good things.
Great.
You had good memories. Oh my goodness, that sounds like a lot of fun.
We'd like to have fun here.
Right.
I love the Ren Fair, dude. It's not Halloween, but damn it, it's the same kind of like carefree, non-judgmental vibes where you dress up and just have fun, and I love that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Goodness gracious. Woo!
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
100%.
So now that we've talked about foods and scary stuff, is there anything we want to bring up about the topics we talked about?
I did actually. I had a couple of things specifically.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot. We just started talking about food, and then you were right.
Oh no, that's what the Ghoulish Bites are for.
Yep.
So specifically for Otaku, with the SW, the Skinwalker, the Appalachia. So in Appalachia, there's actually I don't know if it's specifically related to the SWs or if it's different lore specifically, but I know a lot of people have talked about whistling in the Appalachian mountains and things of that nature. And they're like, don't ever follow the whistling. And I thought that was really interesting. And then you also talked about. Oh, go ahead.
So I'd actually forgotten to mention that is also a place for sightings of skinwalkers. But yeah,
it checks out.
Never follow the whistles. Never whistle back, because whistling is how they start their attack.
They said, "All right, go, go, go." And then also you mentioned how they ground up the bones or like did different things to blow poison into people's faces. So in some voodoo lore specifically, there is a powder that I believe is supposed to come from like a blowfish or something of that nature that they blow into people's faces to make zombies. It like poisons people and turns them into zombies. So that was very interestingly like similar to that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring those up because I thought that was cute.
Oh yeah.
It's very interesting to think about. Very interesting topics. I was originally wanting to do Wendigos, but then I'm like,
we've already covered it.
Like, yeah, we already
covered
I did. It, so I was like, okay.
First topic, right? First topic.
One of my other favorite
I think
things
so.
is skinwalkers.
Very similar lore, yeah.
Yeah, very, very similar. 1 second, sorry. I'm trying to zombie. Carry on. So, Otaku, you mentioned that aliens are related to your topic, but can you reconfirm that, because you mentioned how like the Bigfoot being like you were talking about the emote that Misa was spamming earlier and how it relates to yours. Touch up on that.
Yeah, because like the Skinwalker Ranch, like I was saying, both alien like UFO sightings and Skinwalker sightings alike are there. My original theory, like I said, how they were alternate dimensional beings, that's where that kind of stemmed from, because I was wanting to push the aliens aside and be like, maybe the alien sightings, the UFO sightings, and orbs, like spook lights that we see there, are actually the skinwalkers themselves. But like I said, the more I did the research, the more my original theory kind of got, cast aside. I'm like, maybe this isn't what I thought it was.
Right.
Yep. And what are your opinions on the Sasquatch? Do you think that Sasquatch is real, Otaku?
I do. I want to believe 100% that it is real. Um, uh,
Am I
I
hearing a
actually,
but in between this? A but Carry on.
I actually wanted to, um, become like I actually wanted to go out and look for a Bigfoot, but my love for the paranormal, like ghosts and spookies, um, are definitely a thing. Like I want to do that more than actually go out and look for Bigfoot, but I definitely will get to that.
Yeah.
I might actually um take a break from like paranormal investigations and just do like one or two episodes of me going out and like finding places like where sightings are frequent, and
Right.
I would probably go and investigate there to see if we can capture, you know, the myth, the legend on camera.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, I feel like that still very much fits into what you are looking for. You know, it's very paranormal. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's unexplainable. I feel like it still is in the same vein. So,
Yeah,
Right.
cause Otaku, and is it your brother that you're planning to do some paranormal investigations
Well,
on
he's
your
not my
YouTube
actual
channel?
brother, but he's like a brother to me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're actually we've done made a YouTube channel. We did a pilot episode, but I have to get back with him to help edit that and everything
Yeah.
before I post it.
Yeah. So, Otaku, if you wanted to go ahead and give me the link to your YouTube channel for your paranormal investigations, I'm gonna go ahead and post
Yeah,
it in the chat so that we can
that's right.
have people join us. Actually, send it to us in this chat because I don't want to close Miso out again.
let me just
Dude, take me away.
I don't want to. I really get to spend time with you. This is like my
If
this is
it's
my
for
one
otaku,
chance.
then
I gotta
you guys
switch
should
my
definitely
YouTube account.
follow otaku here and absolutely follow their YouTube. And oh, I shouted out Daku by accident. If you're not following Daku,
You said
my
to
guy
send it
can't
in
type.
the chat.
In this chat, in this chat that we're in right now, this VC.
Okay.
Oh, I made the shout outs angry. I've enraged it.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh no.
It'll figure it out. It'll figure it out. If it doesn't, I'm gonna threaten it. I'm just gonna threaten it.
Do it.
Yeah, our channel name is The Outsiders Paranormal. Definitely go check us out.
Did you post it here,
It has
baby?
been a
Hold on.
long.
Let me snatch it
It's
real
been a
quickly so I can post it in the Discord here, or not in the Discord, in the Twitch. Oh my God, you guys! I can speak. I think that's it. Go ahead and click on that, and I think that's the correct one.
I will also pin
yeah
it to the channel while we are here.
yeah. It's been a lifelong dream of mine to
Boom.
like do paranormal investigating. I've always been interested in the paranormal. Um, so it's great to finally get started on it. And
Excuse me.
once I'm gonna do a fundraiser to get all the equipment. So once we have that, we can finally like actually start on
Your
everything that
paranormal
we have planned.
investigations. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you guys look out for some content for Otaku. She's gonna eventually have her own little channel on YouTube that does paranormal investigations, and she's planning on also having a podcast at some point in
Mhm.
the future. So if you guys like
I
Otaku's
also
vibes, go ahead and give her a follow. She's good people's. She's been a part of our community for I can't even remember anymore. Otaku's been here for
not this
so
long.
long, a very very long time. So it's good to have
I
you.
also um have the first episode location in mind. Um, if you don't mind me telling you all, I'm glad to share.
Yeah, go ahead.
So so you all know the Goat Man, right?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Um, I happen to live close to like it's a good few miles out, but I live close to South Public Road, and the area is known as Goatman territory.
Yep.
They call it the South Public Monster. Didn't you cover that?
Which one?
The South Public Monster?
Oh, no.
Goatman of South Public?
No. We did not cover that one yet. Sorry, guys.
I could have sworn we covered Goatman, though.
Nope. We covered Hat Man. We covered Hat
I think
Man.
we briefly touched on the Goat Man at some point, but we don't think we went into detail.
Nope, we've never talked about the Goat Man. We've never talked about the Jersey Devil. We're working on the Jersey Devil at some point in the future. We haven't talked about.
I would happily advocate myself for a Goatman podcast.
Like an episode. If you want to come back for an episode and you want to cover that,
we'd love to have you.
Absolutely.
You.
We're gonna have it's not gonna be till next year, of course, since we've got our final settings for this month or for this year. But next year, in the beginning of the next
I forgot how close we are to the end of the year.
Yeah, I know. This year went by so fast, and it's kind of crazy. But
insane.
Yeah. Did you have anything you wanted to mention, my dear, in your notes that we haven't covered yet, baby?
No, I'm pretty certain we hit pretty much everything.
Well, did you enjoy your visit with us? Yeah.
Oh, it was very, 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 very fun. I actually had more fun than I originally thought I was going to. I know while I was studying. I know I was studying.
You doubted having fun with us?
While I was studying, I had talked a bit about the stuff I was going to talk about in the podcast today. And while I was doing that, I actually I got a little bit too carried away in talking about it. So
I just posted the Sasquatch statue and the Sasquatch earrings in our Instagram. Just so you guys can see it. I just posted the statue of me and the Sasquatch, and it's a big one. It's a big one. And if you look at it closely, you'll see where he was touched inappropriately.
Oh my
god.
And then the earrings that I was talking about is behind that one, which is very, very fun. But I really enjoyed, and I would love to have you come back, Otaku. I'm glad that you enjoyed yourself enough that you would want to come back. Yeah. No pressure, though. We've had a few people that said they wanted to come back, but then they're like, it was a lot of work. I don't want to. And I'm like, that's fine. I get it.
Fair.
I get it. I struggled to finish my notes, and I finished it last night. So, yeah, I get it. I've been struggling too, but that's because I've had a lot of things going on. Next month, I'm really excited for our topics for next month. I don't know if I've already told you, Meso, but I'm excited for next month. So spooky season's coming up. We're gonna have Sassy Squatch joining us for that one. I'm gonna go ahead and get these podcasts edited, and I should have the first part of this podcast published on Spotify next week on Saturday. And I'm gonna try and post them on YouTube sometime this week. It just depends on me being able to do it or not this week, but next week, I guess, would be. So I'll be trying to edit them this weekend to take care of them, and after I edit them, then we'll get them posted. Otaku, thank you for joining us. Miso, I always love spending time with you.
Thank you for having me.
I hope you guys had fun. Miso, show your shirt again with your Sasquatch and alien. I love how fitting our shirts
really
are
is.
For today. And like I said, I didn't even know Miso was talking about aliens, but I always like the idea of Sasquatch hanging out with aliens because, I believe Sasquatch is an alien. But I love them. But we really, really appreciate you being here, Otaku. I'm glad that you had
so
fun.
Much.
Do you want to, I'll do another shout out for you. I'll probably post your YouTube channel. I will be posting your YouTube channel in the descriptions for whenever I publish it so that people can come to you. Mm-hmm. And I still need to finish on my closing page. I haven't done that yet. I'll work on it, you guys. I'll work on it. I'll work on it. It's okay, Mr. Crow. You can rewatch the VOD. We're just ending for the night. We've been going
Absolutely.
for 3.5 hours, and we were in our closing ceremony, and we talked about the skinwalkers, SWs, the SWs, and then we talked about Miso, my brain shut down. I'm so scared right now. Miso talked about
The Phoenix Lights.
The Phoenix Lights today. So Miso talked about it was her first time covering the alien topic, so I'm really excited. I love alien topics, so she gave it to me as a special treat. I'm sure I got spoiled because of that.
That's right.
I get to talk about a haunted object next month. Because I think Miso is the one that's only covered, like, she's covered 2 haunted objects and I haven't covered it yet, so next month I'm covering a haunted object. I'm excited for it.
That's right.
And we've got Sassy joining us for next week, and then, we covered Sasquatch, aka Bigfoot, aka Washington's Bigfoot. I believe SWs are very real, Mr. Crow. I am very afraid of them. I had goose pimples when Otaki was talking about it.
Telling those stories gave me goosebumps.
Yeah, but let's go ahead and find someone to raid out to. I have my sights on a person. That's if they're still streaming. If they're not streaming anymore, then that's just sadness. He's gone. Of course he's gone. Wait, please hold.
And don't forget, we gotta do our little outro.
Yes, we will. We will have to do that. I'm just trying to find a target. In our little podcast, we like to do our little outro, and our guest usually gets to partake in it. So I'm going to say the first part of the outro, and then our guest is going to say, and then Miso's going to close it up. So we're going to try it and do it once. I'm going to say, "Will stay thick," and then you're going to say, and then Miso's going to come in. And you say spooky. So we're gonna try this. You guys ready? All right, we're gonna try it. Let's see if we can do it first time. We usually don't. We usually don't. It's, let's just, no pressure. You ready?
Go.
We'll stay thick.
And
you stay spooky.